Forerunner 405 can track and store data from your treadmill workouts when you use an optional footpod accessory. The footpod will measure your speed and distance when you're indoors, where you can't get GPS satellites. Just snap the footpod onto your shoelaces. Ant Plus Sport technology wirelessly sends data from the footpod to Forerunner once they've been paired. Make sure you're away from other footpods and other Ant Plus Sport devices that don't belong to you when you're pairing with your Forerunner. In other words, do your pairing at home, not at the gym. Touch and hold Menu, then select Settings, Ant Plus Sport Accessories. Choose Footpod, then select Enabled and Yes. To complete the pairing process, you'll need to take a few steps. The footpod will activate with your movement, and Forerunner will display a message that says Footpod Detected. Calibrating your footpod is optional and can improve accuracy. You can calibrate by distance, using the inside lane of a track, or by GPS. To set up Forerunner to calibrate by distance, touch and hold Menu, select Settings, Ant Plus Sport, Accessories, Footpod, Calibrate, Distance. Select a distance. Press Start to begin recording, run or walk the distance, then press Stop. To calibrate by GPS, go through the same menu sequence, but choose GPS as your calibration method. Press Start, and then run or walk about 1,000 meters. Forerunner will let you know when you've traveled far enough. When using the footpod for indoor workouts, you can turn the GPS off to save battery life. Just make sure you turn it back on before your next outdoor workout. To turn GPS on or off, touch and hold GPS on the bezel, and then scroll to the GPS option. Tap the bezel to change, then touch and hold Training to switch to the training page. Press Start and take off. The footpod will track your distance and pace just as if you were outdoors receiving GPS satellites. There's some additional data your footpod measures, the number of foot strikes per minute. When you view your workout history after a run, either on Forerunner or in Garmin Connect, this data shows up as RPMs. If you're using the footpod when GPS is on, it will still measure your foot strike data. Or if your runs happen to take you through tunnels or places where you might lose your GPS signal, the footpod will help fill in the gaps to make sure that you have the most accurate data possible.